What's happening, Bulls? Happy Sunday. Hope you've had a good day today and a good weekend. How about that Ilia Tuporia, huh? Does what he says what he does. Gotta love a man that does that shit. We'll just take a quick look at the charts, plan the week, see what's on, see what's available, see what we're looking at, see what sort of state of the market we have in front of us, and then we will move forward. We'll keep this relatively quick. Here's Bitcoin chart. One candle equals 12 hours, what you see right now. One candle equals 12 hours, so a bit of scratch from the last video, talking about pretty much mostly to the upside. Clearly, you can see there's channels and then there's ranges, obviously horizontal lines, diagonal lines, and in some cases big green vertical lines. What we have here is extreme consolidation on the low term time frames. So this is one candle equals 12 hours. One candle equals, this is a bit, hold on, there we go. There we go. One candle equals 12 hours. So if we zoom in, we start zooming in, we start seeing things looking a little bit more interesting. For example, bullish price action, bull flag. You ever heard of a bull flag? Flagging pattern. That's a very tight, accurate representation of a bull flag. Typically, bull flag is trend continuation, like that. Bear flag is the opposite, like that. And that's the flag. So it's just like a flagpole, you know the deal. Bit of a flagpole, like that. And even more, zooming into one candle equals 1 hour, very tight price. Now bouncing out, breaking out, and then ridiculously for, what's that, 1 o'clock yesterday to yeah, what's the time now? 5 o'clock today. So, like nearly 30 hours of just sideways, complete sideways. And if we double click and we get our indicators up, you've got a sea of blue. So there's maximum consolidation, maximum sideways, tight price compression, could not get any tighter, just fully sideways. Very rare to see Bitcoin do that. It's typically more like this. This is huge buying or selling, concentrated control of the price action. This will lead to an explosion. Even look at that. That's nuts. 4-hour time frames. Let's see how far this spreads out. 6-hour time frame. 10-hour time frame. 12? Oh, no. 12 still consolidating. A couple more days of this and we'll get it. 10-hour time frame, blue bars. You're looking at like 10% move on average, exploding from something like that. What you can see, as we know from price consolidations that lead to expansions, contractions and expansions, a lot of the time, this sounds stupid when I say it like this, right? But this is just a fact of the matter, is you've either got 4 things that can happen. Boom, boom, or a head fake where it comes down, hits everybody's stop losses, gets the liquidity, and then goes like that. Or exactly the opposite, okay? It's like a jellyfish. So that's the jellyfish. So if you pick a tentacle, you get rewarded. What typically happens in most cases is that over the last 30 hours, people have been putting on high leverage bets and they put stop losses. Where are they going to put stop losses? They put stop losses behind and underneath previous price action support. They think support's going to hold. Support's there to be broken. As you can see, this was like a support here, got broke. People think it's a support, got broke. People think it's a support, got broke. People think it's a support, didn't get broken. 4th time lucky is pretty common in trading. 4th time lucky, remember that. Here, big price support. So, in an unbelievably bullish situation, this thing just goes straight up. And then high leverage, longers go into a state of euphoria. More commonly, it'll come down, it'll hit some stop losses, it'll fill up people's bags in a better location, and then it'll shoot up and go for its move. Then, that's typically what happens. You can find examples of that absolutely everywhere. It goes down before it goes up. It goes down before, if it's gone sideways, So this is an hour chart. So this is like a full day of sideways, and then bang, down before it goes up. Very common. You have to look for obviously some downside first, but yeah, I mean sideways for ages, down and then up even higher. It's just what it does. So you got to be careful there. Obviously, the best time to long is either right now with either a very wide stop loss or just praying for that small chance that it is super bullish, or you wait for and potentially miss the opportunity. But you wait for and potentially miss the opportunity of a higher low, and it'll be a very wicky candle. It'll come up and it'll go like that, and then it'll go boom. And if anywhere here lets you put your stop loss, not there, gets you put your stop loss down here, and once it sort of does that move, it's ready to rock and roll. So that's just a little bit of not financial advice, but yeah, I mean this is very bullish price action. Like, look at the high, low, high, barely even a low, high, low. I mean it's going for it again. So this is the moment for it to go for it again. Doesn't really look like a top. Tops don't really look like this, but we'll see. We shall see. Moving on, Solana is probably the only coin at the moment that I've seen so far, just looking at the main ones, that has channeled, obviously massively channeled. There's a little cock and balls, massive channel. We'll just clean it up a little bit, massively channeled, and then busted out above it. This is what I was trying to, if you were around the other day, I was trying to do some high leverage Solana longs, waiting for this moment, and yep, too soon, bros. Too soon. I got done with this price action here. So trying to long this, expecting this, and yet again, what I just talked about went down before it went up. So once you see shit like that, it's definitely the safer bet. Something like this, down, it's hitting a lot of stops, and then it's coming back up, it's holding. You can draw little channels. Remember, the channels are dynamic. You can move them as you wish. Never use them as law, but something like that. That was a telltale sign there. And then breaks out, and then this is where you long it, 100x. So my bad, should have waited. Nobody's perfect. Ethereum, doesn't look as good as Solana. It's doing what we said, where it's going to break down, hit all this liquidity down here, all this liquidity in these areas, and then come back into the range, hold the range for a bit, and then try for higher prices. That's what's happening at the moment. So pretty bullish all around, but we'll see what happens with the world. Sui looks shit. Sui looks like the team is just dumping on Railpal. When it comes to shit coins, here's one if you're interested in longing something. This looks pretty good actually. It's had a lot of the things that you want to see. It's got at least one counter bullish divergence right there. It's got this stochastic double bottom divergencing and ready to bounce up with high momentum. I'm probably going to actually I'll put a little long on here as well with you when I get off this. It's got the liquidity grab, it's got the range reclaim, it's the head fake, it's got the blue bars, cloud. I got no idea what it is, nor does that matter. It's good to remember that, because things that don't matter pump, things that matter don't pump. You've been around if you know that. The S&P 500 is blowing my mind. I thought it was going to stay in this range. I thought it was going to top here. I mean, it still could. We could wake up on tomorrow or the next day, and it's just wicked straight down, and then it will continue doing this rangey shit that I've been expecting. But yeah, man, huge. That was an easy play. Like I always say, we should trade the stock market, because S&P 500 with leverage is fucking way easier than crypto. Yeah. It's like we're just doing the trial by fire, doing my 10-year traineeship on crypto, and then maybe I'll move over to the easy shit and get a nice retirement in. Trading this fucking joke of a asset, which is what's not even an asset. I mean, it's a conglomeration of the top 500 American stocks, right? But I guess, yeah, when you're talking about, a bundled thing, the volatility reduces. So obviously price action is going to be a lot more understandable and expectable, which is Yeah, makes me feel stupid that I'm not trading it instead of Bitcoin, but we love crypto. Yeah, dollar crashing. See below here helps crypto pump. All assets pump. Dollar. America's getting their way. Weak dollar. They like that. Believe it or not. Gold. What's gold doing? Ranging like we expected. Yeah. Here we go. Here's the gold prophecy. At least So when did we write this? About a month. About 6 weeks ago, we drew this line. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm not going to touch this line. I'm saying that this is sort of what's going to happen. Ish. But you can see, let's just focus on, for all you gold bugs, let's just focus on, don't forget that that's there, right? Okay, let's not get too greedy. Not a whole lot going on in the X space. I mean, I could find some shit, but we're just going to keep this. Yeah, it's been 11 minutes. We're just going to keep this relatively short and just finish off by watching the Ethereum L2s. So, there's lots of Ethereum L2s. The beefing. Again, as always. This is them. That ain't an arm, son. That's fucking Polygon Maddox left nip.
Run up, get done up, Trent. Run up, get done up. What we do?
Have a good day. Have a good week at your fantastic job. Life's all about perspective and gratitude. Take it easy. Talk soon. Ta ta.